armbar applications. Now there are many, many armbar applications. We're just going to cover a few. The first armbar application we're going to cover is actually a straight grab. So most people, when they think of an armbar, they think you've got to have cross grab, right? So we're going to do a straight grab. And so what are we going to do? So I always like to teach the opposite grip, right? So you're just going to come up, grab his arm, extend it in front of you, step underneath. Now, I am blocking. I'm in a big horse stance here. I am blocking my rear end and sticking into him. Got my elbow. His elbow is on my shoulder. I'm going to just lift up and slightly pull down. Okay? That technique is called breaking the arm over the shoulder, that application. Doesn't have to be with a straight grab. It's just, I like to show the offhand working. So this comes up and around, extend in front of me, baseball bat grip here. Step underneath into this big horse stance, put the lock on, okay? Now you can throw out of that. When you get to here, you can throw, but don't do that with your white belts. That's, if you were, you had a bunch of advanced students, that might be a way that you would finish that technique. And then you have the simulation of actually doing the break. The next one we're going to talk about is just a cross grab, and this is what? A cradle, right? And so instead of going all the way underneath, you're just going to get this. Okay, so he grabs my hand with a cross grab, I grab his hand. I pull it this way, this hand comes through, underneath his elbow, grab my wrist. Now I've got technique, raising just slightly, and then keeping this down, and that puts the lock on, okay? An attempted push, okay? So let's just say, let's not do an attempted push, let's do a one-hand choke. So he is in the process of reaching up to choke me, okay? Rollover armbar, this would be called the rollover armbar. So you grab baseball bat grip, okay? Now there are two options. You can step in, okay, and make it work, or you can step back and in. Personally, when I envision myself being choked, for some reason I always envision there being a wall behind me, and so I want to go forward. So I walk into the choke, rolling his wrist over, okay? This creates the opportunity for the armbar. Now, squeeze this like you're holding a football real tight to your chest. Like your coach used to hold it high and up to your chest, right? That's where you hold a football. High and up to your chest. Baseball bat grip. Now, to put the lock on, again, notice I'm not standing straight up. You see a lot of people, with peg legs, right? So you're down, right? So you're just leaning just slightly, pulling this, pulling it, and bending down. And again, it does not take much. Okay, so those are 3 applications. There are 3 applications from the ground that we will not cover in this video session, but that we will cover at a different date. So the last one, the 4th application, will be from a strike. And so we're just going to do a straight punch. I'm going to block it with this hand, a push block, okay? One hand block is here, okay? I could do that, but I'm going to combine the push block with the one hand block, so it'll make a click, click sound, like that, right? 1, 2, enter, omni turn. Now at this point, it looks just like classical. Goes right down. All right? So, straight punch, enter, straight. The arm bar is a no-nonsense technique, okay? And then the one thing you want to do when you are doing the straight, avoid allowing your uke a runway, like start walking, Jackson. Yeah, don't, Once you get him into grocery cart position, once you're here, you're going in, okay? You just take your knee and he follows suit. And those are the 4 applications that we would like to see in testing for the arm bar. Thank you for watching.